The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, break.
Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Again, it's Walker. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Going up top for Kupp. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
13.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
18, Radler. 18, Radler. That's 13, that's 13. He's coming.
They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bo Melton,
27 yards.
And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard. And it also sets up 4th down. There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give for Walker running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them. Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Falcons at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row. And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play. And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back. In the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He's coming. Check in. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Back to the ground with Robinson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Falcons!
Bijan Robinson
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
That's to the former Bear, Darnell Mooney.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They go play action here on 1st down.
This ball down the field for Pitts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Straight ahead, Walker.
Oh, what a move. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
60 Bison. He's checking. Crash.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This pass complete to Melton.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown! Matt Breida, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8.
They're going to look to throw. Going up top for Kupp.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to Mooney.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 1. Rolling to his right. That ball caught by Campbell. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll set up to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenneth Walker from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Campbell making the catch. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Now they'll change things up. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds downs across the 30-yard line.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.